Prerna, why do you think citizenship is an important experience, especially from your context?
I think the best thing of a citizenship program is that not only it makes you aware of what's happening around the world, it makes you think, pause and care. Once I am aware of that situation, how I go back and I care for that particular situation or that idea and then take it forward for a year-long engagement. And that's where every single day the child is sort of questioning as to why this is happening. What can I do to change? How can I add value to this particular thing? And eventually, how can I become a better citizen? And that is why it has such an incredible power.
One of the main highlights of the citizenship program for our grade was the hunger experience, which helped us to know the value of food. Gone to a visit to a municipal school, and there the children of our age or maybe elder to us had their weight was less than us and the height of theirs was less than us because they were just getting one proper healthy meal. Citizenship program helps us understand the value of something.
One of the obvious reasons why the citizenship program is great is because both my children are learning to empathize with people, places and processes that otherwise they would have considered dirty or they wouldn't have been familiar with at all. But what follows in the citizenship program, where they do things around these problems, is also giving them a foothold into, okay, so how do they deal with, how do they contribute or how do they engage? So I think empathy combined with some sense of how to engage and being resilient in the face of these problems. I imagine that this is the most important reason why I'm very happy that they are doing this.
How has being a part of citizenship impacted you?
I think professionally the biggest impact which this citizenship program and this year it made for me was when we went for camps and when my children, those children who were fussy about food, they were the ones who were mindful and they told the people who were serving, they said, I want this much, otherwise I will waste food. That particular thing was something which blew my mind and I was like, okay, we have done the right thing. And personally, I started becoming empathetic of every single situation around me. And then I started questioning that. And after questioning, I was like, how can I contribute? How can I add value to that particular area? Am I a bystander? Am I doing something so that it can make a little bit change in the current situation? Am I a change maker? Finally.
First I was very casual about things like I just used to think about myself, but now I think about the other people and like one example I can give is the pigeon. Means like he was there for a long time, so I thought that means like he has some problems, so I solved it. I gave him water and gave him something to eat.
For instance, during the Kerala floods last year, my children decided, we had this conversation and they decided that yes, we think we should do something. They have family in Kerala, we have family in Kerala. So they did some, little paper origami puppets they made and they went around our neighborhood selling that. And what was quite interesting is otherwise, the family wouldn't necessarily, they would have rallied around. It's not very difficult to give money, so you would have said, ठीक है ये लो 500 रुपए donate कर देते हैं. But the fact that they had to put the effort, they went from house to house. So then my parents-in-law joined in and said that, okay, for as much money as you collect, we will pitch in the same amount. Then my brother-in-law joined in. And so they also realized that when they do something small, they are able to pull other people along to kind of magnify the impact.
What challenges did you face while engaging in the citizenship program?
So over the years, one of the basic pragmatic challenge is that of the parent weighing which one is important. Going for that experience is important or going for that swimming class is important. And one way in which we try to tackle this is we ask the children that which one is important. You learn 2 strokes or you practice those 2 swimming strokes versus you serve tummies and souls of so many people. Which one is it? And then once the child buys into that idea, automatically it then is bought in by the parent as well. Another challenge is that of timetabling. How do I find time to meet my academic requirements and my citizenship idea alongside? For instance, there's this NGO which serves midday meals to municipal children. And as a collective, we collect dal and we share our contribution. So as a practitioner, I can teach measurement using a math manipulative or a worksheet. Instead, what we do is that we say, you have 1 cup of dal and you have to tell us how many stomachs will it feed. And then that's the way where you integrate mathematics with citizenship. Yes, there are challenges and there will be challenges, but I think citizenship is that catalyst which helps bring that powerful change of from human to humane.
The one more challenge was during the citizenship program. Before that also we had a thirst experience, and that there was a challenge because we have to stay thirsty for the whole day, the school a whole day, how much ever time we come to school. So that was a challenge to stay thirsty for that much, and our energy was lost and we couldn't focus on anything.
It does require us to overcome some of our own hesitations. So the child, my daughter had to interview a child laborer, and I was quite concerned about the ethics of interviewing a child laborer. So it was really out of a sense of protection. But since she did go and interview the child laborer, now my daughter thinks of her as a friend, but that initial having to overcome that initial hesitation, that is something that we are sort of struggling to overcome.